LAX. So, if I'm a little low in my tone, that's because there's a lot going on. I don't want to offend anyone or talk too loud over in someone else's conversation or whatever. But anyway, I'm at the Sheraton Gateway is what they call it, LAX, right there on Century Boulevard. Everybody's seen it. If you ever come into LAX, you pass it one way or another, going to the airport or leaving the airport. So I said, you know what, let me come here and post up today. Had to go to the dentist this morning. And so I said, you know what, I brought my stuff with me, my laptop and everything. I said, I'm not going to go back to the home office. I'm going to go in the office out of someplace. And I said, the Sheraton, they have a Starbucks inside. So I said, you know what, I'm going to go in there because they got the Starbucks in there. Then find out that the Starbucks is still a coffee place, but it's not a Starbucks anymore. They just sell Starbucks coffee or tea or whatever. But it's still the same exact stuff that I would get from Starbucks. It's just that I didn't even recognize that had changed until I gave them a Starbucks card. They said, "Oh, we don't take that. We're no longer a Starbucks." I'm like, "Since when?" So I guess I don't know. A year ago, I thought I'd been here within the last year, but who knows? Who knows? But one thing about this hotel that I don't like, the Wi-Fi is kind of shoddy. Okay, so if you're near the bar, so if you've been to the Sheraton Gateway, there's a bar that's near the pool area. It's inside, but it's closest to the patio, the pool area, and the Wi-Fi is shoddy, meaning it is not consistent. I was standing on one foot for like 15 minutes, and I had the Wi-Fi connection. As soon as I put my foot down, I lost the Wi-Fi connection. So, if you're in the lobby, now I assume the rooms, the Wi-Fi is better, but in the lobby area, the Wi-Fi can be kind of hit and miss. I hate to say it, but I don't hate to say it. I mean, I'm just reporting how it is, right? So just be careful. Just know that if you're doing a conference call, you may not want to do it by the pool or by the bar area. Okay, so but hey, let me show you where I am real quick. See, because you guys don't even know I'm here. So that's the lobby right there, and my camera picks up on people like movement. I didn't even realize it did this, so I'm not moving it at all. It moves itself, right, based on movement of people. So obviously my camera likes to people watch just like I do. So hey, and feel free to make comments. The comment section is open. You can make your comments. I'm just in the lobby. This is my office of the day, Sheraton Gateway. I'll give you the metrics or the specifics of the hotel, how many rooms, all that kind of stuff, in a couple of minutes. But yeah, so I'm not moving the camera. It's just stationary. Okay, so it's just picking up movement, and like I said, most of the excitement is right there by the front desk. So that's the front desk, as you see. So my back is to the entrance, to the main entrance of the hotel. So if you've been here before, you know what I'm talking about. Upstairs, you can see that chandelier upstairs. That's actually meeting space is on the second floor. I want to say most of the meeting space is on the second floor. And I'll give you the specifics of exactly how much space they have, how many rooms, all that stuff in a second. But like I said, the comment sections are open. This is a daily check-in. I do this Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Yeah, and then on the day I don't do it, which is Tuesday, I do On Air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show that everybody's talking about. So if you haven't checked it out, that was show number 252. Go check it out, the replay on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, or X. Okay, so it's still there. It's not going anywhere. It'll be there forever, just like this right here. Anytime I do a live or whatever, it's going to be there permanently. So don't think it's leaving. Okay. So, but yeah, make the comments. This is all about engagement. It's not just about me talking, but I love when people come on and, we have a little conversation, whatever. But make sure you do check out that my last On Air with Russell of Hotels, because I had Calvin Taloki on there. He's with RevPar Media, founder, CEO, former Dorm or Director of Revenue Management with several hotels on the East Coast. So you want to check that out, because he talked about something that I mentioned this yesterday when I did my daily check-in, that a lot of hotels don't do. It's kind of like, and I think it's more about the person and less about how the operation works. Um, Merging that, the revenue management, sales, and social media together, like melding that together, right? Does that make sense? I mean, I think it makes perfect sense, but a lot of people don't do it like that. I would say most people don't do it like that. So Calvin is probably the first director of revenue management, that actually mentioned that. I'm like, that's crazy. It makes sense, but we don't do it. But yeah, we're gonna continue that conversation again, but you need to check out that so you can get the first part of the conversation, and then that way when we meet again and we do this again, you'll get it. You'll understand, like, oh, okay, I see where he's coming from now. But have a good day. So there's just people leaving and looking at me like, what is he doing? Who's he talking to? They're like, is he talking to himself? Well, he's looking in the computer, so he must be doing something. I don't know. Maybe he's on a conference call. I don't know. But let's see. Oh, let me get to the specifics like you guys want. Let me see if we can do another people cam right quick just to see what's going on, and I'll switch slides here. Boom. Okay, let me see. I can do this and do that at the same time. I sure can. See, so you can see people and you can get the specifics at the same time. There you go. So once again, live from the Sheraton Gateway, LAX, right down the street from LAX, right on Century Boulevard, which is the main thoroughfare or the main drag into LAX or away from LAX, depending on which way you're going. So the camera is basically just people watching, and I'm using my iPhone for that, right? So I don't have an external camera, so I use the iPhone. I didn't realize that I can even do that until one day it just kind of magically, like, bing, it picked it up. And I said, oh, okay, I don't need an external camera. This one gives good quality right there. So there you go. So guest rooms. How many guest rooms? It's 803 guest rooms here at the Sheraton, 34 meeting rooms, which, like I said, most of them are upstairs. You got smaller ones, like little breakouts, and you got space for probably, I don't know, a couple thousand people in there. I want to say the largest space they have is 11,000 square feet. That's like 11,000 square foot ballroom. And then they have total of 56,834 square feet of meeting space, which is huge, right? So if you have a program, and I just talked to my client today, and we have a program coming up. It's going to be next year. They're going to be looking at some airport property. So I'll be doing an RFP in the next couple of days for that, but that won't be until next year, I want to say September of 25. Okay, but hey, got to start now, right? But I do have other stuff that I'm working on as well for the same client. So let me get off of that for a second. So 34 meeting rooms, 56,834 square feet of meeting space, built in 1981. Yeah, 1981. And the last renovation was 2016. Remember, my rule of thumb is, or the rule of thumb, it's not Russell of Hotels' rule of thumb, but hotels should renovate between 7 to 10 years. Every 7 to 10 years, that's when hotels tend to renovate, okay? I guess it depends on how much money you have to renovate, right? So between there, I mean, is there a hard and fast rule that it got to be like 7 years? No, that's why I said 7 to 10, okay? Because normally, especially airport properties, airport properties get a lot of wear and tear because the average stay is only like probably 1 day, 1 to 2 days, 1 to 1.5 days or something like that. That's an airport property, right? Which means people going in and out, a lot more wear and tear than if people came and stayed, 3 to 5 days. So depending on that, airport properties probably need more renovation. They get more wear and tear than, say, a suburban hotel. Like if you're in the valley or something, where the stay averages, meaning one person stays on an average of maybe 2 to 5 days or 3 to 5 days or whatever, but it's definitely not 1 to 1.5 days, okay? That's the airport property. So they're in and out, right? So see, people don't even know that, right? So I forgot all about that. I just pulling stuff out. That's what I do, just pull stuff out. And whoever needs this stuff, this mindless information that maybe people don't know and people don't care, but oh shoot, I'm sorry. I tend to bring that out, okay? So let me just make sure my camera almost fell. So let me just make sure it's set the way it's supposed. It was set a while ago. There you go. I think that's it. I think that's it. Let's see. So you pick. See, it's picking up on people. Picking up movement. It's picking up movement, people. Oh yeah, see, and I'm not doing that. So this is the Sheraton. So Sheraton, of course, is a Marriott property. As you can see on that wall, it says Marriott Bonvoy. So Sheraton is part of one of those 30 plus brands of Marriott. So definitely, if you're a Marriott Bonvoy member, if you're not a Bonvoy member, you need to be a Bonvoy member. But if you are, you need to. I mean, you can, get your points here. Okay, that's what it's all about, right? Getting those points. I booked, I'm Hilton Honors. To me, doesn't matter. I'm getting points wherever I go. Yeah, of course, you always want to. I got more points with Marriott than with anyone else, of course. And I have Marriott credit cards and all that stuff. But, I'm Hilton Honors. I'm a Hyatt, World of Hyatt member as well, IHG, as well as Choice Hotels. I just became a Choice Hotel member, a couple of months ago. So it's free. All of it's free, so it doesn't make any sense for us as travelers or whoever travels. I don't care how many times you travel. Just join it. It doesn't cost anything. You can do it online. Literally takes minutes to do. Your name, a password, and an email. That's all you need, right? So it doesn't make sense not to do it. So if you're not a Marriott Bonvoy member, you need to be. You get that free Wi-Fi, all that stuff. No matter where you go, you get that free Wi-Fi because that's what I'm working on now, right? Although the Wi-Fi here could be kind of shoddy, but right now I got like 4 bars. Or 5 bars. I'm cooking with gas right now, so it's all good right now. So. But yeah, so I gave you the specifics of the hotel. I've actually booked in this hotel at least twice, meaning I booked groups here. I'm gonna say, yeah, it's been maybe several years since I did the last one. But yeah, I booked at least 2 groups here. Yes, it worked out fine. I have a special bond with this hotel because back when I was in my college days, right, I did my senior project or senior whatever thesis class. What the hell was it called? Maybe it's like the last class. I can't remember what it was. It was a hotel marketing class where they basically, the people that were in the class, we're all graduating seniors or whatever. We had a project, and the project was this hotel. So we did a whole food and beverage project at the Sheraton, this hotel, Sheraton Gateway. And back then it was called Sheraton Plaza La Reina. Okay, see, some people don't even remember that, right? It was called Sheraton Plaza La Reina, and now it's the Sheraton Gateway, but same hotel, same footprint. But we did a total food and beverage development, or got rid of one food and beverage. So you assess what they had and basically gave recommendations, and we got to do a presentation to their entire EC staff, which was dope because no one had ever done that before. Okay, so that was a good thing, and I got to present and all that stuff, and it was really cool. That was probably the closest I've ever got to being in food and beverage. Okay, because that was never an aspiration of mine. I want to be in food and beverage. I want to be a director of food and beverage. No, don't think so. But that was cool. I learned a lot. I learned how to present things. We had this great professor, Professor Glenn Voss. He was like this marketing guru, hotel marketing guru, and food and beverage guru as well. So he had a lot of ideas of what we could do, and so it was cool. So I have a certain fondness for the hotel because of that, and that's years and years ago, right? That we did that, but. Every time I drive by it, every time I come in it, I think about that. And I still walk around here now and like say this, because there used to be a disco in here. So we totally changed it, because when we got here, and that was the late 80s, they had a disco that it was closed down. it was closed down. So our presentation, our recommendation was to turn that to a sushi bar. And guess what they did? They turned it into a sushi bar. And for years, I would say 20 years, it was successful. But things change, costs and all that kind of stuff. And so they ended up making it. It's still a restaurant, but it's no longer a sushi bar. So it was just good to be a part of that, and kind of groundbreaking for the program, for the program at Cal Poly. Where they didn't do that at that point, do a total food and beverage recommendation and do presentations in front of the EC staff, which I didn't even know what the EC staff was then, right? I really didn't even know what hotels were. That was my only introduction to a hotel, was when we used to come here, because we would meet here like once a week during this one while we were doing this, working on this one particular program. It was the class, right? The class was here, so we would come here. We would meet with people. We would get the tour. We went to the kitchen. We did. I mean, it was so cool. It was so cool. So I don't know why I got off on that, but hey, anyway, that's just me. I go off on tangents. But yeah, let me just kind of focus on these people here. You see the registration to your right there. Okay, and I don't know what's going on there with that dude, but hey, he got an important message and it must be funny. Okay, because he's laughing. Hey dude, I want to laugh too. I want to laugh too. I want to laugh too. I want to see what he's laughing at. But anyway, let me move on. Let's see, what else did I have? No, I guess that was kind of it. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to email me at russell@russellofhotels.com. I do lives on, in-person lives every now and then. I mean, I like to do more, but it's always about schedule and time. Do I have time to do this? I actually was down the street from here. I mean, I don't live far from the airport area, but if I have stuff to do at home, then I'm gonna do it at home, right? But like I said, I was out already, had a dentist appointment, so I said, you know what? Let me bring my laptop and all that stuff, because I don't have to rush back home. I can just come over here and hang out in the hotel, and that's what I did. But just make sure the Wi-Fi is working, or know the hang-ups of this particular hotel. Like, I know that, and I'm thinking every time I come back here, I'm like, oh, maybe they fixed the Wi-Fi in the bar. Okay, but every time I come in here, I initially go to the bar area, and it never works, right? I'm like, what the heck? I'm not the only one that needs to use the Wi-Fi. There's other people who want to use the Wi-Fi too, right? So, but anyway, this is my office of the day, the Sheraton Universe. I'm not Sheraton Universe. I'm sorry. Damn. The Sheraton Gateway LAX, okay? I was saying the Sheraton Universal because I used to work there, right? But no, this is the Sheraton Gateway LAX on Century Boulevard. 803 rooms, 58,000 square feet of meeting space, 34 meeting rooms. Last renovated in 2016, like I said, built in 1981. There you go. What else do you need to know? Once again, you can always make comments here. You can always just say, hey, I'm here, what's going on? I see you, I hear you, whatever. I'll put your comments on the screen in real time. Right now it is 1:13 p.m. in California. I'm in Los Angeles, just in case you did not know. And I'm Russell of Hotels, right? So what do? I'm Russell of Hotel. I'm Russell Edmond, that's my name. Russell of Hotels is my company name. And I do hotel site selection. I'm a brand show-off. I do marketing for hotel brands or hospitality brands. I kind of try to blow them up as much as I can. Just like, coming to do a live from here, that's creating content. I'm a content creator, right? So who am I creating content for? Well, I'm creating content for me, of course, Russell of Hotels, but I'm also creating content for the Sheraton the Sheraton Gateway. Let me back up. See, Sheraton Gateway. So I am creating content for them as well, right? So people, and I posted something today that just because you think people know your brand doesn't mean people outside of you know, right? They don't. So you have to continuously make sure your brand, your hotel brand in this case, is top of mind when people need to book something. I mean, there's tons of people coming through this door here, right? And I assume they all have reservations. They're going to the front desk, so I assume they have reservations. But they had to have seen something, right? Maybe I don't know, maybe they TripAdvisor, maybe they did Expedia. I don't know what these people are. Maybe the airlines told them. I don't know. But for specific groups or specific people, they're online, right? So you have to post things to let them know that, hey, if you're flying into LAX, this is where you need to be, okay? Don't give them an opportunity to go somewhere else, right? So, and unless your hotel is sold out 24/7, 365, you need to let people know that your brand exists. Because some people have not thought about this brand, right? They haven't thought about the Sheraton Gateway. Because there's 20-something hotels in the LAX area, right? So if I have that much competition, I'm doing something that competition is not doing. That means I'm posting things, I'm getting people to post things, like Russell Hotels or whoever. I'm partnering with people because I want to make sure I'm top of mind when people come to town, right? When they fly into LAX, they don't have any other reservations or they don't have room reservations, they don't know where to stay. Hey, why not stay with us? So there you go. So yes, this is creating content for the Sheraton as well as me, as well as Russell of Hotels, because that's what it's all about. And if someone was to pop on and make a comment, and I posted it, it's creating content for them as well, right? So that's the thing that people don't realize, that even if you don't say anything, you can have a presence without saying anything. You can show yourself on here making comments. I can put them on the screen and mention, hey, thank you so-and-so for, making a comment, whatever. And then all of a sudden, people are like, well, who was that? Okay, and then maybe they're looking that person up because, and I always mention this, 65 to 70% of the people that listen to lives or watch lives or podcasts, when something's mentioned or something is displayed, like I'm talking about the Sheraton Gateway LAX, they're going to look it up. They're going to Google it. Or they're going to go Sheraton.com or Marriott.com. Now, some people, believe me, don't even know that Sheraton is part of Marriott. So my job is to make sure I educate people, let people know that these brands exist, these brands are there, because just because it's a Sheraton or a Marriott does not mean they know that specific Sheraton or Marriott. They don't, okay? So there you go. So that's why, some people say, oh, it's overkill. No, it's not. Because if you're going empty, meaning if your hotel is not sold out 100%, you're losing money. And sometimes we can put things out there where people know that we exist, and we choose not to. I don't understand that. I don't get it. But if you're doing everything you can do, that's fine. But are they doing everything they can do? No, I guarantee they're not. So that's where I come in, right? That's where Russell Hotels comes in, to assist people that don't want to assist themselves, right? So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me, Russell at russellofhotels.com. Check out my website. My website has been updated, meaning I put more content in it. I changed some of the colors. Now you can read it. I've added a couple new sections. I have a kind of a partnership or a collaboration with a Marriott product, downtown LA, the Moxie and the AC Hotel. So there's a link there. There's a flyer that you can get. If you book at the Moxie or AC Hotel, downtown LA, okay, next to Crypto Arena, next to the Convention Center, next to LA Live, down the street from USC. If you need to be downtown, that's a good place to start. But you get 15% off. Anybody that books through the link, because I'm the one because I got the relationship with them. Okay, if you book through the link, get 15% off, and then plus the resort fee or registry. What is it called? They call it different things. That fee, if it's a resort, it's a resort fee. Like if it's Vegas, it's like an amenity fee, and it's $30. $30 a night per room. Will you get that waived? Okay, so you're gonna get 15% off, plus you're gonna not have to pay the $30. Hello, that's significant, right? Depending on how many days you're staying for 2 nights, that's $60 you don't have to pay. Okay, so that's what's going on. It's called a neighborhood discount, and I happen to be in the neighborhood. I happen to promote that hotel, so they said, "Hey, Russell, you're doing some things that a lot of people aren't doing for us. Can we do this for you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can. You give me the flyer. I'll post it. I'll talk about it. I'll send it out to my peeps. So hey, if you're ever in LA, you need to be downtown for whatever reason. I don't care why you're coming to downtown, okay? That's your business and why you come to downtown. My job is to find a hotel for you, okay? So the Moxie and AC, brand new hotels, meaning, not brand new, maybe about a year and a half old. They're still brand new, right? So check them out, Moxie AC. Go to my site, russellofhotels.com. Look at hotel collabs, like collaboration, but I shorten it. And there's a big ass flyer on there, okay? Did I say ass? I said a big old flyer. Big old, not big ass, big old flyer. Okay, there's a flyer right there. It has all the information there. Just click the link, it's at the bottom of the flyer, and make your reservation. That's it. That's all you got to do. And you get 15% off. Whatever the prevailing rate is for that day, you get 15% off. And then plus, they will waive the amenity fee, hotel fee, resort fee, whatever the heck they call it these days. They'll waive that fee, which is $30 a day. Okay, who don't need $30 waived? I do. So I think that's about it. Let me just get one more. Let's do one more people watching. People watching. The webcam doesn't lie. You see people. Smile, people. Smile, you're on camera. Oh man, just smile, you're on camera. So anyway, that is it. You guys have a great day. Thank you again for joining, and remember this, that these the lives that I do, this is a daily check-in. Do it every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So you got like 5 days of me, right? So I'm doing something 5 days a week, okay? And let me just remember this. I do things 5 days a week, and still everyone doesn't know who I am. So just imagine that you're a brand, or you represent a brand, you do things once in a while. You think everybody knows who you are? I don't care what name is on the sign. You're a single brand, right? I don't care if there's a Sheraton, because there can be a Sheraton down the street. There is a Sheraton 4 Points in the same area, right? They can get you mixed up with them. They might not even know, unless you start putting things out that, hey, I'm the Sheraton Gateway, LAX, on Century Boulevard, blah, 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 blah. I mean, you have to put things out specifically to your brand. So don't think the brand is doing it for you, because they're not. You're responsible for your brand. So if this address is 8500 Century Boulevard, West Century Boulevard, that's one brand, okay? Because there's another brand that's right next to you, okay? So you got to be that specific. You have to know that. You have to think about it like that. Because a lot of times we don't, because we got a big M or H or whatever on the sign outside. We think that, oh, that's promotion enough. No, it's not. You have to promote your own thing. So if you're serious about your brand, especially your director of sales and marketing, you need to do more marketing than the selling. There you go. And with that, peace. That's it. So now you guys have a great day. Happy Thursday. And don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow to do this again.